Hey everybody, it's Miss Holden here for another maths lesson. We're learning about fractions at the moment. Today, our learning objective is to count in tenths. Let's have a recap on what we did last time. So here, I have got one whole circle, okay? I've got the whole circle. We could write it like this, look, one whole, or if we were writing it as a fraction, we've got one of everything. There's only one piece and we've got it all, okay? So a fraction is a part of a whole. If I were to split this circle into two, I'd have to make sure I was being very accurate and doing it right down the middle so it would be equal on both sides. And here you go, look, if I had one of those pieces, I'd have 1/2. A half and a half can go together to make a whole. But if you just have one piece of that, you'd have 1/2, 1/2. If we split the circle into three pieces, three equal pieces, okay, you'd have to have all three to make the whole. So all three would make one whole. So if you're writing it as a fraction this time, it would be, if we had all of the pieces, it would be like this, look, 3/3. You've got all three of the pieces. If you just had one of these pieces, so get rid of the others, you'd only have 1/3. Okay, if it's split into three, we call it thirds. Can you remember what it's called? Oh, I'll try and get this accurate. If it's split into 4 pieces, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So imagine if I just had this piece here. Can you remember what it's called? If something's split equally into 4, we call that quarters, okay? Quarters, and if I just had 1, it would be 1/4. If I had 2, it would be 2/4. If I had 3, it would be 3/4. And if I had all 4 quarters, it would be like this, look, 4/4, and I'd have 1 whole, okay? I'd have all of it, yeah. Right then, so today we are having a look at tenths. If a shape is split into 10 equal pieces, then we call that tenths, okay? So here we go, look, I've got a circle here. It's split into 10 equal pieces. We've got 5 on this side, 5 on this side, okay? And actually, if I had 5/10, can anybody see what kind of fraction that looks like? If I had all these pieces here, we're going to be talking about this later, so don't worry if I've just confused you a little bit, sorry. But if I had all 5 pieces here, can you see what that looks like? That's actually the same as 1/2, and that's something called equivalent fractions. We'll talk about that later, okay? But today we're going to have a look at tenths. So, okay, so here I've got 1 whole, but if it was split into 10 equal pieces, look, it would look like this. If I have all 10, what do I have? Oh, I can't find my last piece. Where's it gone? Oh, it's on the floor. 1 second. Here you go, look. So if I have all of the 10 pieces, I have got 1 whole. What do I have if I've just got 1? If I've got 1 piece, then I have just got 1/10. Okay, so 1 piece is just 1/10. But what if I have another one? Okay, this is when we're starting to count in fractions. So 1/10 add 1/10. If I've got 1/10 here, I've got another 10th. I've now got 2/10. If I have another 10th, so I'm counting up, adding 1/10 each time, I've now got 3 tenths, okay? And you could keep going up, look. I'm gonna get a new board because this one's, I've got marker pen on, look. If I had another tenth, it would be 4 tenths. 4 tenths. Let me show you in a slightly different way then. So, here, I have got, let me just rub this out 1 sec. Okay, so, instead of a circle now, I've got some blocks. Yep, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got 10 all together. So imagine this is a whole rectangle, okay? A long, thin rectangle. So all together, I've got 10 pieces, yeah, 10 equal pieces. Yeah. So if I was going to count up in tenths, look, it would look something like this. So I'll start off here, I've got 1 tenth. Okay. If I add another one, I've got 2 tenths. What will the next one be? 3 tenths? 4 tenths? Can you see a pattern? Yeah. Each time, one more is being added to the numerator. So if I had these pieces, look, I'd have 5 tenths. If I add another one, so I'm adding 1 more tenth, I'd have 6 tenths, 7 tenths. What will the next one be? 8 tenths, 9 tenths, and then if I have all of the pieces, I've got 10 tenths, 10 tenths, or you could write that just as the number 1 because I've got 1 whole. So at the bottom of your worksheet today, I have given you another link for a fractions game. I've put you the link on here just in case, and you can copy and paste it into Google, that's absolutely fine. But I think I've found out how to attach a link onto Google Classroom. So let me know if this works. It might not work. I'm hoping it does. But if it doesn't work, you can just copy and paste the link. But I'll just show you how to play this game quickly. So it's Fraction Maker. You want to click on this one, look, go to level 1, and you've got some scales here. You've got a set of scales. So you need to balance the scale. So it's got to be the same fraction here as what's on here, okay? So if I were you, I'd start off with the fractions written as numbers, okay? So let's have a look. So here I've got 1/4. So I'm looking for a shape with 4 equal parts and only 1 shaded in. So it's going to be this one. Okay, so this one, look, 2/3, 2/3. So I need a shape with 3 equal parts and 2 shaded in. Okay, oh, there you go, look, the circle there, look, 3 equal parts, 2 shaded in. Oh, I'm doing good so far, Y3. What does this one say? Can you remember? 1/2, or we say 1/2. So I'm looking for a shape with half filled in. Can you see it? Okay. Okay, then it gets a bit trickier, look. So you've not got the numbers now, so you have to look really, really carefully and figure out what the fraction is for yourself. So I'm going to start with this one, which is 1 whole. Can you see another shape which is all shaded in and you've got the whole shape? Okay, it is a different shape, but it's still 1 whole, okay? So here, look, I've got a whole of a circle, 1 whole, whole of the square, 1 whole. Okay, let's do another one. So let's figure out the fraction first. I've got 1 shaded in and I've got 1, 2, 3 equal parts. So it's 1/3. Okay, so I'm having a look. I can see that this one has also got 1 piece shaded in and it's split into 3. Which would mean then we've got 3/4 here and this one's also 3/4. Yeah, okay.